Steve Rowley, welcome to Daily Drive here at the Automotive News booth at the NADA show in Las Vegas.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here, and can always love being on the floor, no doubt.
Very exciting place to be. What is your message or your mission, here at this year's show?
Well, look, a lot of enthusiasm this year. I mean, I think we already see the activity on the floor. I do know that attendance is up, so there's an excitement and a vibe that kind of gets you going. So our message has been, if you've been to our booth or if you look around Vegas, we've been pretty prominent here. Our message is, we want to be connected, and connected to me is pretty special. We have really said to ourselves, let's go back and listen to the customer. So our head of marketing, Ken Kraft, said, what is the voice of the customer? And that's driving what we're doing. So if you look at our booth this year versus last year and the years before, we've gone from 60 brands to 13 power brands in the booth. And with Cox Automotive is the umbrella for that. And that's great for brand, and that's all good, but you got to back it up. So we've also said to ourselves, we need to start with our salespeople as well. We've had 10, 12 people, golf shirts, show up at a dealership, and we said, our customers are saying, like the expertise, but we want more. And so we want to listen. The customer's looking for more, so we've gone to more of a quarterback on the account. Someone who's going to know it end to end, and then bring our subject matter experts in. We've taken multiple call centers down to one, so that we have all the data there and entice there. We've also, in a big way, we've taken our own CRM, and we're making sure that we have one instance. We had 13 instances, we now have one for our CRM, so all the data is now at a single source of truth. We have the customer data in there. If our engineers look at it, our salespeople look at it, customer support, we're always on top of the customer.
This feels like the kind of thing that Cox had always tried to do or wanted to do, to really bring all the data into one system.
I think so, Jamie. I think so. I mean, look, I spent 30 plus years in telecom, so my biggest thing is the platforms. And the last thing of that is just what you said. We're taking these products and we're turning them into solutions. And that's really what you'll see out there. You'll see Retail 360, DMS Plus. You'll even see some other unique things like with our inventory services in vAuto. So it's really exciting. So what we've really done there is we said to ourselves, we've had to, bring new technology and re-gigger that stuff and update that, so to speak, and really enhance our platform. So now what we've done is we've got a single sign-on. We've got multiple products in that single sign-on. But the important thing is the back end of that. That's the tough part. You've got to have all that data coming with you, and it's got to be integrated data, and it's got to be working together so you get really good information and information that can help your customers. And that's the critical part. A single sign-on with 7, 8 different product screens doesn't help you. It's that fully integrated version, and having that enhanced technology to really drive success.
When you talk about all these data sources, my mind immediately goes to, AI, right?
Yeah.
Is that something that you're using? I mean, it sounds like a lot of it is more, strategic and human intelligence, but how do you use artificial intelligence within those data sets?
That's a great question. Look, we've been using AI for almost 8 years. So it's a big part. Generative AI is the new situation. We've got a couple dozen new products coming out, all supported either with Gen AI or AI. But if you look at Profit Time GPS, it's got AI built all the way through it. So it's telling the dealer, you should buy, this pickup truck, this color, this many miles, and hold it on the lot for this long. And Dale Pollock's done a phenomenal job helping curb that. So that's a great example of AI. You see it in our Auto Trader. We have these searches, we tie them together. And when I was talking about that Retail 360, it's developing an overused word, but it's developing a omni-channel environment. And it's really allowing the customer to come into your world, see what they want to see, and leave and go to the dealership when they want. And we really think that online and in-store experience is going to be huge for us. And we think it's special. And it's both for the consumer and for the dealer. So that information they can take into the dealership, and they could have a Q code, or they could give their name, and that dealership now will have that and be able to meet them at midfield and start up from there. And we've seen recently, which we were really pleasantly surprised, the satisfaction rate of buying a new car is up to 79%, so a big jump. And I think some of this is the reason why, and I think this is only going to get better.
Tell me about some of the investments you've been making to reshape Cox for the future.
So great question. Our strategy is three big things. It's car buying, it's ownership, and next life. Car buying is our retail group, and it's our wholesale group, and we're making huge investments in those. The investments, I haven't expressed enough, the investment we're making in Retail 360 and modernizing that technology and updating it is huge. We're doing the same thing in our wholesale world, digitizing it. So digitizing the entire, what was physical, but also bringing AI to new products like Fusion. So we can run a car through a gantry, have several hundred pictures, and now we're bringing AI in to do damage detection and bring all that together so that condition report is empirical. Mm-hmm. It's all the same for everybody. It's not subjective to one person. The ownership side for us has been making big investments in fleet services. We're the largest mobile fleet company, I think, in the United States at this point. We got 1,500 trucks and technicians out every day, keeping fleets and services up and rolling. So some of the biggest names you can think of, we're supporting their fleets. So it's having the right tech and the right location with the right part at the right time. And then we've also taken that next side and we said, we'll be the AAA for big semis and emergency roadside. Mm-hmm. So you call into our FleetNet division. We got 62,000 partners, and we can service any one of those situations very quickly. And then Next Life is all about electrification. We got 4 very large facilities around the United States, just opening one in Georgia, and we've worked with several OEMs. We've got one OEM in particular worked on one of their recalls and touched over 100,000 batteries as we brought that together. So we have a whole ecosystem around the life cycle management of batteries all the way through reman and recycling. And so those are our 3 big areas that were from our strategy, and we've got major investments in all of those. And so that's how I would address it.
That's cool. I wanted to ask you about one other one, just because my co-host, Kellen, was just asking me the other day, why don't automakers invest in transit, and they always have trouble, moving their cars when they need to, and you have got into vehicle transportation more.
We've been in it with Ready Logistics. We're doubling down with a much bigger footprint and, have one of the biggest load boards now in the industry, and it's a 2-sided market. So people wanting that have an empty trailer that are available to you, and people that are looking to buy, and putting those people together. So we've made a big investment in that space, and that whole transportation we think is critical for the dealer and critical for the industry, and we think that we can help string that together in our remarketing process and with Manheim and others, and just in the industry overall, and really make a difference, and make it so that we're making folks more efficient and effective as individual companies themselves.
Before I let you go, I want to ask, you mentioned in passing your new booth here at NADA. It makes kind of a statement. It's a pretty large, people call it the Cox Village. Tell me what that's about. How did that come about, and what's it represent?
Well, it came about in a way that what I talked about. It's really making sure that our Cox Automotive meaning and brand is what's driving it. It's about Cox Automotive. That's our umbrella. That's who you're buying from. And as you look at all these different services that we have, it's Cox Automotive that's driving that. And then we have these incredible brands with huge brand action that support it. But more importantly, yes, the booth is large, and it feels like you're in a football field or a village, what have you. But what I will tell you, it's really, when we think of the voice of the customer, we have working stations, and we can do live demos with every single one of our products, and we have several hundred people there to support that. And for us, that's really important, because those investments, those tens and tens of millions of dollars that we're investing in our products to update that and bring in the new technologies, we want our customers to see that. We want our prospects to see that, and we're very proud of that. So it's the big reason why.
Steve Rowley is president of Cox Automotive. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Jamie, thank you, and thanks for what you do for the industry. This is a great place to come, and it's a great source for all of us, so thank you.
Awesome, thank you. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.